Presentation on different types of negligence presented by Anupama J. M.Com Final MPM Government First Grade College Karkala. Let us know what is negligence in insurance. Negligence in insurance is a failure to act in a reasonable way when faced with a certain situations or circumstance leading to damage. Negligence pertains to all types of insurance: home, life, health, and auto. Types of negligence. In terms of legality and liability, there are several different types of negligence. Naturally, your defense in a lawsuit for a personal injury negligence claim will be quite different from a professional negligence claim that resulted in property damage. As in the case of our smart home installer, these are among the more common types of negligence. In legal terms, negligence is when someone that is responsible for another person's care acts in a way that can or has resulted in harm. In medical situations, daycare or home care, negligence is a top concern, as those receiving care are often unable to protect themselves, making them more susceptible to negligence. First one is gross negligence. The failure to act was so careless or intentional that it demonstrated a complete and total lack of concerns of the client's safety. Legally, this is much more serious and can result in jail time if found guilty. Gross negligence is the most serious form of negligence and is the term most often used in medical malpractice cases. These cases are highlighted by reckless behavior that a reasonable person would not commit. For example, would be a doctor amputating the wrong limb or a caregiving not giving an elderly person food or water for several days. As another example is could be a home care nurses not providing a patient with food or water for several days. Second one is comparative negligence. Comparative negligence occurs when both parties are slightly at fault or contributed to their damages and injuries. As a result, the damages are split between the two to some degrees. Comparative negligence is when a party is partially responsible for the harm they have experienced. In these situations, even being one person responsible may make the person unable to receive compensation. For example, could be someone injuring themselves on a wet floor even though there was a wet floor sign present. In this scenario, the injured person is usually deemed responsible for knowing their surroundings and is not due any damages. And third one is contributory negligence. Although this is not commonly employed anymore, in such negligence cases, if the plaintiff contributed in any way to their own damages or injury, they are unable to collect compensation for damages. Contributory negligence is when a person is not 100% at fault for a crime but did contribute in some way. An example is some texting and driving that gets into an accident with another driving that made on illegal turn. And fourth one is professional negligence. This is tied specifically to a business relationship. Typically, it involves a customer that depends upon the professional to lend them their advice, expertise, or skill to complete a task. However, the professional fails to live up to that or provides input that result in financial loss. Professional negligence is a business relationship is a typically it involves the customers depends upon professional and it expertise or skill to complete a task. So professional fails to live to that or provides input that result in financial loss. And fifth one is vicarious negligence. Vicarious negligence is when someone is indirectly responsible. The most common example is a dog bite. Though the person themselves did not injure someone, their dog did, and thus they are responsible to cover any injuries caused by their dog. Vicarious negligence refers to the responsibility that one party will hold for the actions of another individual or animal. And sixth one is mixed contributory and comparative negligence. This form of negligence is a combination of contributory and comparative. Mixed negligence is where if the plaintiff is determined to be more than 50% responsible for his own injury, they may receive only a percentage of damages or none at all. This is often referred to as modified comparative negligence and combines the elements of the two types of negligence listed above. In these cases, an injured plaintiff can recover damages as long as they are not more than 50% at fault for their injuries. For example, using again the car accident scenario, if the injury determined that not wearing your seatbelt was half or more than half the reason you were injured, you would receive little to no damages. Thank you.